Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, this is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 21st to the 31st, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we are going to see what these 11 days have in store for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Oh, how lovely. Okay. All right. Move these down a little bit. Okay. Alright, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you are going through an evolution of self. You are sitting there really focusing on what you're passionate about and what you want and how you want to move forward. And you're looking at yourself instead of giving and giving to everybody else. I mean, here you are right here. You are sitting there and saying, you know what? I want to know more about what I desire. I want to have myself count in this whole big scheme of life. And the first place to start with having yourself count is that you're making sure that you know that you matter. Your first card is the Three of Wands. And I love it because your ships are coming in. And it has been a hard road. It has been a difficult road. And it might not be that they all come in all at once. But you are starting to see your hard work pay off. You're starting to see your patience, your determination, your steadfastness. You're knowing what you want and going after it. You're starting to see it pay off. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And it doesn't mean that all at once, winning the lottery, having riches come to your door. For some it might, but for most, it is going to be the small things where you start to see your hard work pay off, where you're starting to see things move forward. And this is also you kind of changing the way that you're looking at things. Instead of doubting, instead of, taking in the nasty whispers of other people and making them your truth, you're sitting there and saying, you know what my truth is? My hard work, my diligence, my ability to stay with something and watch it become something so much more. My ideas, and being able to hold my ideas true to myself and being able to see them, again, come to fruition. You are dedicated and you are strong, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And that's what you have to know about yourself. Because as your ships come in, as you start to see things moving forward in a positive manner, right? As you start to look at things not as, oh, I could have done that better, oh, I could have done that better, but as you start to look at things as, wow, I had the determination of will and the steadfastness of spirit to take this gamble on myself, to know that I was going to achieve, to know that I am achieving, and start moving forward that way. You start to celebrate the achievements in your life. Instead of saying, no, I couldn't possibly have had any achievements, I'm not moving forward in the right way, everything is terrible. You're sitting there and you're celebrating what you are doing right. You're celebrating yourself. And this could be for something as small as getting up out of bed. Because for some, that is a challenge. Celebrating what you are doing. Celebrating who you are. That you're moving forward. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. It doesn't have to always be a huge parade. Sometimes it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference. When you do something that is lovely, you know how when you do lovely things for other people, it's always so nice to hear a thank you, to hear, oh wow, that was really beautiful. Well, now you're starting to say that to yourself, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're starting to say, wow, you know what? I'm really working hard. I have put in so much time and so much effort into creating what I want in life. And I'm celebrating that, look, that I have gotten this far. You might not be where you want to be. You might have bigger and grander goals, and that's beautiful. because you have something that you're working towards. But celebrate where you are in this moment, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Because you're moving forward in victory, and you are moving forward. And you are achieving what you might have thought would never bear fruit, what you might have thought would never come in. Because when you send your ships out, right, back in medieval times, you didn't know. You didn't know if they would ever come back. It was a gamble. And you have gambled. You have taken a risk on yourself because the wands are what you want to create on this earthly realm. You have taken a risk on what you want to create, on yourself, on who you are, on how you're moving forward, on your dreams, on your sense of worth. And now you're starting to see the return on your investment. And your investment is you. And you might be overwhelmed, right? Because you have here so much. And I really feel with these cups, usually I say you're getting love and peace and flexibility of mind and spirit. You are, but you're going to be overwhelmed by them. It's going to be as if your gifts start to come in. You start to have this transformation of self. You're starting to see things move forward. And you've been kind of daydreaming about it for so long that as it starts to happen, it's going to be like, oh my goodness, these were thoughts and now they're reality. And you're going to find that it's a bit much. It's a bit much to start getting what you love, to start having that peace and centering of self, to stop the worry, to have this flexibility of mind and spirit, which means kind of going with the flow, not sitting there and having a rigidity of self, saying it has to be like this, it has to be like that. Prosperity of home, looking at your home, and even if it's not where you want to live forever, sitting there and saying, you know what, thank you. Thank you for this home. Look at what I've achieved. I have shelter. And you might sit there and say, Dana, it's not a big deal. It is, though. Looking at things and not taking them for granted, but seeing the blessing in them. That's where true beauty lies. Wealth, something you value as much as money. Coming into your life, but not being the focus of your life. It's not the only thing that you are looking at. You're looking at everything. And you're moving forward with that victory. Okay? That laurel wreath. Here and here. Victorious. And also courageous. Because you are having faith in you. Transformation of self with the yellow through friendship. Through being kind to yourself. And starting to see the beauty that is in your life. Because as you start to embrace it, your wishes start to come true. Because the Nine of Cups for me is the wish card. The minor arcana wish card. So it's not going to be your deepest soul's wish that you start to see come true, but it's that wish that people sit there and say, oh my gosh, Aquarius always wanted. You know, insert the blank. You start to view life sweetly, like honey melting on your tongue. Moving forward in joy. Seeing the blessings, even if there are times when, and even when there are bad times, you see the beauty in what you have achieved. You see the beauty in what you are doing. And this is being surrounded by joy and happiness, because that's what you have chosen to surround your soul with. Your ships are coming in and you are celebrating yourself. You're celebrating your achievements and you're seeing your wish granted. And it can be in the smallest way, or it can be in a large way. As I said, we always look for the great big signs. You know, that huge truck that beeps its horn and flies past with banners saying you did it. We want something big, but most of the time, the greatest messages come in very, very small packages. And you start seeing it, and you start enjoying it, and you start believing that you, I want to say, are worthy of having your wishes granted. You are beginning to move forward with this sense of love and peace of self. And having this joy and this happiness come into your life. And instead of saying, I'm not worthy of it, I don't deserve this, you're saying thank you. And as you are moving forward on this earthly plane, deciding what it is that you love and going after it and achieving your dreams, you are going to have people get jealous of you. The foxtail right here is saying that there is going to be jealousy. That there is somebody who's going to try and knock you off your game as you are moving forward. That's why both feet aren't firmly planted on the ground. There's a sense of instability. Emotions are raging. Even though everything else has a serenity to it, there's this endless prosperity about you. And then there's this doubt. Okay, the two ships here and the 3 ships here, this is the doubt and the fear that you will never make it. Or as you start to make it, that, it can't be as good as you think it is. You can't have that prosperity coming into your life. Even though you have endless prosperity to you. If you let other people talk you down, break you down, there we go, instead of build you up, you're going to find that it's harder and harder to succeed and achieve. Because these people are kind of like dumping garbage on you. Sitting there and taking away your accomplishments, taking away your joys and your happinesses, and saying, no, you didn't really do that great a job. Oh no, you don't really deserve that. Because they're jealous of the prosperity that you are letting into your life. And the fact that to them, you seem to have it all. Because you're starting to focus on the joys and the happinesses. You're starting to sit there and say, you know what? I am moving forward in profound bounty and beauty. And these people who are trying to bring you down, even if they are family members who might have the best of intentions, but don't have this sense of lack in themselves, the sense of not reaching too high, don't let that become you. Don't put limitations on what you can achieve and what you are achieving, because you have this endless prosperity in your life. Embrace it. Calm your emotions. Step back from negative people. You might not be able to, not have them in your life, but being more discerning with who you spend your time with. Having your footing firmly on the ground, taking time and spending time with yourself is also very important. And you're going to be moving forward because you have here the Knight of Wands. Now this can represent a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. But this is also you, with your armor on, knowing the darker side of human nature, but defending what it is that you want. Moving forward steadily and securely, achieving your goals. And with the wands, I see them as being that harness of the magic within you. A focal point, meditation, journaling, whatever it is that you do. And if you don't like meditation or, writing in a journal, being mindful while you're doing a task, while even walking, is a form of meditation, but it doesn't require you sitting still. So using that and moving forward. Because you have a vitality of self and a vitality of spirit, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that is bringing you to where you want to be. Because you're starting to cultivate the life that you want. Really sitting there and looking at your desires, your dreams, your prosperity, and saying, this is what I want from life, and this is where I am going. Recognizing the bit of the Godhead within you, that bit of the universe, the bit of divinity that lies within every single person on this earth, and embracing that truth. And that's where I say harnessing your magic from. That is what your magic is that there's so much more to you, so much that you can create, so much that you can achieve, that other people aren't even aware of. Because Most people put limitations on themselves. I could never, I will never. But you are, and you will. And so with taking off those limitations, with knowing that there is such power and such force to you believing in yourself and going after what you want, it's not all going to happen within 11 days. It's not all going to happen overnight. But you are embracing your truth and your purpose. You have your armor on. You're ready to kind of put up the good fight. The fight for being authentically you. The fight for living in happiness and joy and prosperity. And you're moving forward in that prosperity and in that joy. Knowing that you are creating and cultivating the earthly existence that you desire. Now your clarifying cards are the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Wands is saying that you are starting as a student of all of this. And you may still be, as you charge forward, as you sit there and say, this is what I want. For some of you, you might be, starting your own business. For others of you, you might be looking at things differently within your workplace and saying, you know what, I have the right to be happy, to be joyous. You might be looking for a new job. Or you might be kind of changing the way that you see your current job and saying, you know what, I'm not going to get caught up in the petty politics of someplace that, doesn't really, in things that don't really concern you. The things aren't good. You know how you can get caught up in other people's dramas, but they're not your dramas? You're kind of leaving that behind. You're leaving those people behind. And you're saying, I'm going to do the best job that I can. And I'm going to be the best at this that I can. And embracing your love and your joy and your passion for yourself. Knowing what it is that you desire. And slowly and steadily working towards it. Methodically working towards what it is that you want from this earthly plane. And creating it and cultivating it. You're going to be getting messages. Now these can be physical messages or these can be spiritual messages. But it's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you know your passion. Again, this could be a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. But this is also you, because this reading is for you. And you are seeing what it is that you want. You're seeing where it is that you're going, and you're embracing your truth. You're embracing yourself. You're embracing that passion within you. And you might be a student of that passion for the rest of your life. What is it that you truly want to do with yourself? Where is it that you truly want to be? Always learning, always evolving, always becoming more. And that's beautiful. Because you're also here represented as the Page of Swords. You are an air sign who is represented by the swords in the tarot deck. You're getting a message. Okay, this could be spiritual, this could be physical. Of knowing your own mind, of knowing where you want to be. And as an air sign, you live very much in your own head. Your thoughts, your ideas, your mind is very important. You're also very brilliant. So don't think that you're not. And again, you can be a student of knowing what you want, of knowing your mind your whole entire life, because you're always putting new things into your head. You're always learning more, just through existing. And you're taking that information, digesting it, and moving forward with it, learning from it, and embracing the fact that you are always going to be evolving, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And this constant evolution of self is bringing you your happiness and your wishes. Okay, hold on. You're taking away the limitations from you. You're turning daydreams into reality. You're turning thoughts into actions. And you are moving forward. In friendship of self, but in passion of desire. What is it that you want, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant? Where is it that you want to be? Looking at it. Being kind to yourself as you contemplate it. But you are moving forward in victory. There are going to be people who oppose you as you embrace your truth and as you embrace your prosperity. There are going to be deceitful people. There's going to be cunningness. And there are going to be people who want to throw you off your game. Your emotions might be raging. These might be people who you once thought, were your friends who you once thought really cared about you. And now, because you're going after what it is that you want from life, they're turning on you. Because they're jealous of your endless prosperity. They're jealous of the fact that on some instinctual level, as you change your vibrational atmosphere, as you change and start to live towards the authentic song of your soul, they know that your ships are coming in. They know that you're getting closer and closer to that bounty that you want to be living in, that you are achieving your wishes. What you set there and what might have seemed unobtainable when you first thought of them start to become obtainable, start to come into your life, and you're boldly moving forward. Boldly moving forward in your courage, in your confidence, having your armor on, because quite frankly, there are always going to be people who sit there and tell you you're not good enough, who try to knock you off your game, and who try to stop you from succeeding. You're not being knocked off your game. You're focusing on the fact that there is greatness in you, and that you weren't put on this earth to suffer, but you were put on this earth to grow, to understand, and to accomplish your goals. And there are going to be hardships all the time. But you're overcoming them, and you are moving towards your victory. That passion of self, that knowing that the bit of the God's head that we all look for in everybody else, in everything else, in somewhere else, doesn't lie anywhere else but within you. And then you start moving forward in victory. Absolute victory of prosperity. Knowing what it is that you desire, knowing what it is that you want, being a student of your passions, taking in the messages that you're getting, and knowing your mind. Being a student of knowing what it is that you desire from this earthly plane. And it will change, you will evolve, you will be like these butterflies here. And you will start to see more and more cups come your way as you embrace your truth and your happiness. As you embrace your right to live in joy, not to live in the negativity of others. And your subconscious message is that you are not walking alone. With the Five of Swords, you might with the Five of Pentacles, you might feel at times that you are out by yourself, that you are walking this path alone, that there isn't the help or support that you need to achieve your dreams. Know that the universe and the divine have your back. Know that you are never alone. The angels are walking with you. And if you sit there and say, Dane, that doesn't help, I still don't have people in my life, as you change, as you embrace your prosperity, as you embrace your joy, as you don't feel out in the cold anymore, but living your truth and living your bliss, you will see that you start to attract like-minded people, that you start to have these people come into your life. And it might start off as being, where is it? Oh, I had another one. As being, a development, as being a hesitancy, because you're learning about each other. But you start moving forward in that understanding that you are embracing your joy. You're embracing your life purpose. You are never, ever alone, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And sometimes when you feel as if, you have to face these things by yourself, as if you can't have the bounty and the beauty in your life, know that this is part of your journey. Know that this is part of your truth. To understand what it feels like to have the weight of the world on your shoulders, and yet to be able to achieve your dreams. You're creating a beautiful story for yourself, and you are overcoming such obstacles that you are going to be so proud of what you have achieved and how you have succeeded. Know that you are never alone, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and that you are achieving bounty and beauty. All right. I hope this reading resonated with you. It was a pleasure bringing you this message. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.